Do you care about what other people is thinking about you? Because this is very scary question at times, and I can tell you based on my own experience, it's scary question for me as well when I'm thinking of doing something new, something exciting, something fun that I don't see anybody doing in my relatives, in my family, in my close circle. And when I'm doing that thing, I'm like kind of like hiding those things because I don't want other people to know what I'm doing, because what if I fail? What if they say something that I'm not gonna like it? So it's all about, do you care about what other people is thinking about you? And what you can do. I'm going to talk about something different in this video that will going to help you see the things from the different angle. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing, and hey guys, welcome. For those of you who don't know, I'm Parshvika. On this channel we make the videos about the self-improvement, relationship, manifestations, feminine energy stuff, all that's jazz. So if you're interested, we have some resources. The links are in description. The feminine energy course, female self-care planner, all the links are in description. You can check it out. Okay, let's dive in. So if you care about the other people, what they're thinking about you, what they're gonna say about you in front of you, at the back of you, you're gonna screw up your life. I mean it. I mean it. And that doesn't mean that I don't care about the people at all. I do even care about the people. But then when I have to do something that is really out of my comfort zone, I never did it before, and I don't see anybody in my relatives, in my close circle, in my family member doing that thing, it's very scary to go forward and do that thing, because I sometimes care about what other people is thinking about me. And it's common thing, it's very normal for a human being to care about what other people is thinking. There are basically, I feel like, two reasons are there. Now there could be a lot of the reasons, but I boil down into two reasons. The first reason is that we care about what other people is thinking because we want to fit in with the community, because we are the social beings and we want to have a community, a family, or a common circle. We want to have friends or spouse, partner, parents. So we want a social circle where we feel like we are cared, we are nourished, we are taken care of, we are loved, we are wanted, we are cherished, and all that stuff. We want, every human being needs that, every human being wants that. Now it depends. Sometimes people don't want it, and sometimes people think that if I'm not fitting in this society, I can find the society which is like fitting my own standard. Yeah, that's also the case. But this is one of the most common thing, that people are afraid to get out of the society, get out of the culture, or get out of the family in general. And that's why they care about what other people is thinking, because if someone is saying bad about them, they're gonna tell the bad up to other people, and in turn everybody will think bad about you, and you're not gonna you're not gonna be loved, you're not gonna be liked, wanted, cherished, whatever. That's the first thing. The second reason that I feel like why we care about other people, what they're thinking about us, is that a part in us actually criticizes us always. A part within us, whenever we are doing something new, something outside of the comfort zone, that nobody ever did it, or we never did it in our entire lifetime, then our ego mind is there to protect us. Okay, so it's whenever it's seeing that we're gonna do something new, or say or speak or act or behave something new, it's gonna kind of like criticize us. It's gonna tell us, hey, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, you're gonna fail, and other people are going to talk bad about you. It's not gonna be good, it will be ugly, it will be bad, and all that stuff. Your ego mind says that. So when you have the inner critic, and everybody has it, it's just that we have build the ways to not to worry about them at all, but everybody has it. So your ego mind is there to protect you. So if you have that critic always to stop you from going towards the thing that you want to go towards, then that's also the reason why you think that other people care about us. Because when we fully accept ourselves, our good things, bad things, everything about us that makes us unique, when we truly accept ourselves internally, we don't need the outside validation from other people. But then when we criticize ourselves, like one voice is telling to do something that we love doing, but the other voice inside of us like criticizing, is like belittling or shaming or something like that. And that creates the insecurity within us. And that leads to thinking that what other people is thinking about you. Because if you care about yourself enough, and you love yourself, and you accept yourself enough, you don't need anybody else to love you, or you don't care what anybody else is thinking about you, but it's just inside of you. If you are criticizing yourself, then people are the mirror reflection of us. Every 3D world is a mirror reflection of us. When you're criticizing something about within yourself, other people get the chance to criticize about you, because that's the kind of vibration energy you're gonna reflect from you. And everybody is a mirror reflection of us, so they're gonna catch on that frequency, and then they're gonna reflect back to you the same thing. So these are the two basic reasons I feel like this is the reason why people care, or why I care, or you care, whatever. Why people care about other people. First, to fit in with the society, and second, to be cherished by other people, because we didn't accept ourselves completely. There is like inner voice that's constantly criticizing about ourselves, and that's what we're reflecting out, and that's what we're attracting back. Fully accept yourself. You accept yourself completely, and no matter what. Because you know that you are imperfect. You're never gonna be perfect. I'm imperfect. I'm never gonna be perfect. And same for everybody. Then why can't you accept yourself the way you are? And I'm not saying one day you sit and accept completely, then the next day you won't have the negative thoughts in your mind. You will going to have. Everybody has it. It's the purpose of the ego mind. Everybody has it. But then you develop some ways to deal with that negativity that's actually criticizing about your own self. And that's where the real power is. Now, there are so many ways in which you can deal with that, so many strategies, methods, and techniques out there that could literally help you. I think I did it, that helped me as well. Now, I'm not saying that I don't care what other people is thinking about me, but I don't care that much. I used to care so much. Like when I was switching my career from medical to art field, I was caring about a lot what other people was thinking about you. Even though I was saying I don't care, but then in the hindsight, in the internal world, I was caring. But then over time, when I was getting used to that idea, when it became normal for me internally, then I stopped caring what other people thinking about me. And now I don't care at all, and nobody talk about it. It takes time, but then it happened. The second time when I started traveling on my business, I don't see anybody doing it in my family, in my relatives. Nobody's traveling like I do on business, and I was working as a digital nomad. That what if other people were going to think about me, that I'm doing something that nobody else is doing in my family, in my close circle. And then what I did, I started normalizing those things. So the first reason that was like, you wanted to fit in with the society. Now you can take it, if you're trying to fit in with the society, you're not true and honest to yourself, then it's going to be really hard for you to survive in that society in general. You're going to be constantly on the survival mode. It's going to be really hard. So you don't need to care about whether someone likes you or not, because you don't need to fit in with that society. There are so many different societies in the world that fit your standards of who you are. So you don't need to care about it. I don't care about that anymore. I don't care about trying to fit in with the society, because I don't want a society in general. But that's my point of view. Everybody is different. The second reason, which is very, very hard thing for me as well, is to completely accepting myself. It's still hard, and I realize when I'm making things normalizing for me, I'm making things normal for me, it's easy for me to accept it. Like I normalize for me to switch careers. I can switch careers anytime. I normalize it. So now my ego mind is not criticizing about it. So I don't care what someone else is thinking about me. I normalize traveling with the work, solo traveling or traveling with a partner, whatever. I normalize it. So now I don't care what someone else is thinking about. So that's what I feel like when you normalize something internally, like you normalize, you're like, okay, it's normal for me to dress like this, to act like this, behave like this, talk like this. It's normal for me because I like it, I enjoy it. When you normalize something internal inside of you, once you normalize it, you accept that part of you, then you won't be caring what else somebody else is thinking about us. Because at the end of the day, everybody is a mirror reflection of us. So if you didn't normalize within yourself, you're criticizing about you constantly within yourself, then other people are going to do it because they are the mirror reflection of you. But if you normalize within yourself, you accepted yourself. Now this acceptance comes from time to time, based on different things, for different situations. It depends from person to person, from situation to situations. You have some normalized ideas about some things. I have normalized ideas about some other things, vice versa, everybody is different. But then if you started normalizing on things slowly and slowly within yourself, you're like, it's normal for me, it's okay for me, and then you're gonna stop caring what other people is thinking about you, because you normalized. So now you are not criticizing yourself constantly within yourself, so other people won't be, because they are just reflection of you. And even if they care, even if they say for the time being, for some small time being, but ultimately they're gonna reflect who you are. So for the time being, even if they are saying that you don't like it, but if you have normalized that thing within yourself, you're not gonna care about it. I hope it makes sense. It's a very different way to look at this particular concept of what other people will going to think about me. It's based on my own experience. I don't know if it's resonating with other people or not. Let me know in the comment section below, because for other people it may be resonating, may not be. But that's how I normalize the things for me. And I've normalized so many things in my life, because personally I'm doing the things that nobody in my relatives is doing it. I know every culture is different, every society is different, every city, every country is different. For you, these things are already normalized because it's common in your culture, but in my culture it's not common. In my culture, people are fixed 9 to 5 jobs, and they're focusing on the jobs, they're focusing on getting the promotion in the jobs, and they're like fixed income and all that stuff. They're traveling, but then they're only traveling like a vacation for a week or 10 days. No, they're not traveling completely on their business, on their work, like traveling with business or work. I did it full time. They are not doing it full time. They're only doing it for 5 days, 10 days in a year, and that's it. That's how they travel. Hopefully you get something out of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, because that's what I think. I hope it resonates with you. Share your experience with this particular topic if you have one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye guys.